Alright, everyone, welcome back to Everyday Thoughts, episode number 81. It's been a minute, I was sick and I was lazy as fuck, not wanting to do a video for some reason. I was just lazy, I'm gonna call it that. And to be fair, I haven't learned that much over these 2 weeks, or I haven't gotten much that I could write down. But I am almost finished with the book Good Arguments by Boso. I hope I pronounced that name correctly. But anyway, some more things I learned from that book is that liars, when arguing, get ahead by, first of all, getting into your head. And they do that by, first of all, creating a lie that makes you emotional because you know, for example, that that's just not correct what they're saying. And then with personal attacks. Well, how can you, quote unquote, be a liar in a debate? I say quote unquote for beating the debate or beating the liar because I don't think winning a debate is always the best thing, because there are a lot of moments where even when you are wrong, you still want to win the debate. So that just brings the question if winning the debate is always the main goal, or if the main goal isn't just to, first of all, understand the other perspective on our side, make them heard, and second of all, just learn and add something to your own repertoire of opinions. But how you can deal with those liars is, first of all, you can plug their lie into a bigger picture and just show them how faulty that lie is. Or what you can also do is just make themselves dig deeper, deeper, and deeper into their own lie and then call them out on it and call out their hypocrisy. Obviously, if they are that much of a liar, or they are also trying to out just make you mad, then they will just not respond well to this calling out or to this call out, because most likely that's what they don't want to do. And once they're caught, they're just gonna go insanely defensive, and then you can basically just seize the argument because there's no point in arguing anymore. But when that can happen, which is not that quite uncommon, you don't have to be a liar to do that, is with the people closest to us. Why is that? Well, it turns out that most of our persistent arguments are those with us that are close. Why is that? Well, I don't think there's a definitive answer for that, but definitely a major point in that would be that we are trying to convince or, quote unquote, change the people into our beliefs, since we want the best for them, even if the best isn't really the best. It's just the best from our perspective. And the way we can make these arguments far less persistent and actually a lot more productive is by doing two things. First thing is just making a whole debate setting. So what that means is that you actually have some time to prepare some points, and then you present your points, and then you argue about those points that are presented. Why is that? Well, you stay on topic, or you have the best chance of staying on topic. Second of all, you actually take the debate seriously, and you want to probably finish it as quickly as possible. Third of all, you actually have some prep time to think about what you're going to say, and you're not just going to say things in the heat of the moment, which in the end effect can hurt the other person. And what you're doing is just getting a far better climate in which you can talk, since you are both actively engaging in the debate. And the second thing would be a so-called side switch. I've tried this a couple of times, and as in the book, as it's mentioned in the book, it is possible to use that side switch. It's quite a good thing because what the side switch basically does is you get yourself in the other perspective, and you just sort of go on to, well, somebody from that perspective would think that, and here's why. First of all, you understand the other perspective better by doing that, so you understand the other person better. And second of all, you're just taking a step back from your own point, and you're actually practicing rebuttal, which is disproving your own points and seeing the flaws in your own points. But the deeper you get into the argument and the longer the argument goes on, the harder it is to do that, and the less consistent it becomes, which then can just deteriorate into a absolute useless argument. That happens a lot with our closest people, which is normal, quite annoying to be fair, and a lot of times unnecessary. But then again, that's our human nature, and there's not a lot you can do about that, even if you're extremely conscious about it, which mitigates the effect by quite a bit, I'd say, but just doesn't get fully rid of it. But that's not really the point. You're just building up a human connection, and that's completely fine. And that is basically it for today. If I get new things to write down, then I will do another video tomorrow, which I hope I will. And in that case, I'll see you tomorrow.